Good morning, children. In previous lecture, we start the new lesson, the life cycle of stars. Okay. In this lesson, we saw properties of stars with their size, weight, temperature, and the age of the star. So, after the properties, we today look the new point, that is birth of stars. Like other planets or our solar system, the stars get birth, it expands, and then it comes to an end. So, how it get birth in the space? So, in this point, we will look at the process. Huge clouds of gas and dust are present in the empty space between stars in the galaxy. These are called interstellar cloud. In the figure number 19.3 shown the picture of a cloud. It seen like a smaller cloud, but in the space it is very much huge cloud. So how much huge it is? This picture was taken by a telescope which is sent into the space, that is Hubble telescope. Hubble telescope, the scientists use the unit of light years for measuring large distance. So, what is light years? A distance traveled by a light in a year is called as a light years. Okay, so what is the measurement? The measurement is a distance traveled in a whole year by light. It is called as a light year. This measurement is used in the space to count a large distance. So, a light year is the distance traveled by light in 1 year. As the speed of the light is 3 lakhs kilometer per second, so the speed of light is very much high. It is 3 lakh kilometers per second. The light year is equal to 9.5 into 10 raised to 12 kilometer. The size of the interstellar cloud are about a few light years. That is, lights take a few years to go from one end of a cloud to the other. From this, we can imagine a huge size of the cloud. Due to some disturbance, these clouds start contracting. Because of contraction, their density start increasing and their temperature also. And the dense sphere of a hot gas is formed from the cloud. Once the temperature and density at the center of the sphere increases sufficiently, nuclear energy generation start there. Because of this energy generations, the gas sphere becomes a self-luminous. A star is formed, or we can say a star is born. So, in this paragraph, we saw the process of the birth of a star. In this process, this huge cloud start contracting. While contracting, it also it becomes a dense. So the molecules come to the near, or the elements that comes to the near to each other. While these, it increases its masses. After some years, thus it forms the nuclear energy. Thus it started to release the nuclear energy from its nuclei, atomic nuclei. Generation means the center of the sphere which it is formed from this cloud. The gas sphere becomes a self-luminous due to chemical process into the cloud. So the new star start to raise, or we can say that the star gets birth. In the sun, this energy is generated by the fusion of hydrogen nuclei to form a helium nuclei. This means that the hydrogen at the center of the star act as a fuel, and energy is generated by the burning of this fuel. So on the sun there is a major blast existed on the surface of the sun. So in this process, or in this fusion process, the energy is released in the form of light. So what is the distance between the sun and the earth is covered by the light. The light takes 1 second to reach us from the moon, while it takes 8 minutes to reach from the sun. It takes 4.2 years to reach from the star Alpha Centauri, which is the star closest to the sun. So this is the process which our scientist assumes that how star gets birth. More than one star can produce by the contractions of the huge interstellar cloud. Figure number 9.4 shown the cluster of 1,000 stars. Most of these stars have formed from the single gigantic interstellar cloud. So these large number of stars gets birth from a single cloud. Stability, the next point in this lesson is the stability of star. After getting birth, the stars becomes stable. For example, if we burn incense stick in a room at the corner, of the room, the fragrance start to spread all over the room instantaneously. Similarly, when we remove the lid of the vessel containing boiling water, the steam spread in the surrounding region. This means that hot gas spread everywhere. Then why doesn't a hot gas in the star disperse in space? The answer to this question is the gravitational force. So, if in the fusion process star gets birth, it releases energy. When the fragrance spread after burning the sticks, it spread all over the room. So the stars must spread this energy all over the space. But it does not spread energy or release energy throughout space or surrounding that star, because the star has created its gravitational force in itself. Due to this gravitational force, the particles which come together to form a stars remain stick with each other. If this gravitational force, which is constantly trying to bring the gas particles close together, and pressure of the hot gas, which is constantly trying to disperse the gas, are balanced. So the hot gases and the particles are balanced due to gravitational force. So the new star are getting the stability at a particular place in the space. The pressure of the hot gas, which is constantly trying to disperse the gas, are balanced. Then the star remains stable. The gravitational force is acting inward towards the center of the star, while gas pressure is acting outward, away from the center of the star. Here, this is the picture shows of the stability of the star, how it is become stable. The gravitational force attracts and to the center, while the pressure of a hot gas try to expand outward. So when it is the forces of the gravitation and the forces of a hot gas are equal, the stars become stabilized. So on the sun also we experience this process, that the whole planetary system is in the gravitational force of the sun, while on the surface of the sun it is continuously blasting the hydrogen blast occurs on the surface of the sun and releases energy. So on the sun, the gravitational force and the energy are balanced, so we can say that the sun is stabilized. We must, how can we prove it? We can prove it of the game tug of war. So in this game, the two ends of rope are pulled by the two sides of the two groups. When the forces applied by the both sides are equal, the rope remains in the balanced position or at the center. But when the one force is increases at the one side, the center of the rope started to move towards that side. So the gravitational force and the gas pressures are balanced in the star, then a star becomes stable. But when one of them is more, if the gravitational force becomes more than the gas pressure, the stars start to contract. And when the pressure of the gas becomes hot pressure of the gas becomes more powerful than the gravitational force, it starts to expand. So this is how the star become stable. The next point is evolutions of star. Evolution of stars means the change in its properties with the time, resulting in its passing through different stages. So in this evolution process, the sun, we can say that the sun has a stable for past 4.5 billion years. In the evolution of the star means the changes in its properties with the time, resulting in its passing through different stages. Such a sun, we can say that the sun is stable for 4.5 billion years. Star evolves very continuously, emitting energy. Their energy is constantly decreasing to the stability remains intact for the maintaining balance between gas pressure and the gravitational force. It is necessary that the temperature remains constant. If the temperature remains constant, energy must be generated inside the star. Thus, generation of energy occurs due to burning of fuel at the center of the star. The reason of evolution of a star is the burning of the fuel at the center. After that, the decrease in the amount of fuel in the center, when this fuel come to an end, the energy generation stop. Due to stop of the energy generation, the temperature of the star starts decreasing, and due to decrease in the temperature, the gas pressure decreases. The balance between the gas pressure and gravitational force cannot be maintained. As the gravitational force is now higher than the gas pressure, the star starts contracting. This causes another fuel to start burning. When the hydrogen at the center is finished, helium starts to undergoing fusion process. The energy generation starts again. How many fuels present in that gases in that atmosphere? The mass of the star depends on these gases. Higher the mass, the higher will be the number of fuels. During this, a lot of changes occurs in the star as the number of process occurs inside the star. It sometimes contract and expand. At the other times, the star goes through different stages. When all possible fuels are exhausted, when there is no fuels present in the star, the energy generation finally stops. The temperature of the star starts decreasing. The balance between the gravitational force and gas pressure cannot be maintained. So, this type of evolutions happened on the star again and again, and this evolution lead to the end stage of the star. So student, this is the evolution of star which happens after the getting birth of the star. So today we will stop here. If you find any difficulty in this point or in this concept, please send me a message that you don't understand this point of this lesson. So student, you read this lesson up to this point and try to make a question. If you successfully done these questions, then you will thoroughly understand with this concept. Okay, so today we will stop here. Thank you.